Sean Parr with the Jergies and Tiffany and all the good that they did across the country. You guys also, with your treasure hunt, has been spectacular over the last 10 weeks. How much fun has that been giving all this great stuff away?
It has been so amazing. We've had so many good stories of families. You know, we've had multiple families go for the same treasure, and each one of them, even if they don't get it, are just so thrilled that they had that time with their family, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, the most recent one, her kids were in the bath. She hurried and took them out of the bath, got them dressed again, went out, and they found it, and they were freaking out.
And
so
are you
much
guys
fun.
giving away an RV?
Yeah,
Ooh,
one of our upcoming treasures. The last treasure is for a free RV, whoever finds it.
So in order to get it, they have to follow us on the Jergies, and we will be giving clues.
Ultimate
where this is.
giveaways has been the theme also of the 10-week tour that we have been on, this national tour across the country, and it's been so great. As a matter of fact, we gave away the RVs. Every week we have given away an RV, and tomorrow we're giving away a motorhome, which is going to be nuts. And we talked to the winners. So we don't just give them away. We also contact them. We want to know their story. We want to know what's going on, and we did just that.
Yeah, there's two people that we're going to be talking with who did win
17B.
17B, the RV, the 17B trailer. And you'll get to hear from them their personal experience.
Yeah, Chris and Tiffany, they had a chance to sit down and talk with those folks, and you're going to hear their stories. They're pretty remarkable, so don't go anywhere.
The best things happen outdoors, and they start at Gander RV and Outdoors. Did you know that you can get a motorhome that sleeps 6 for only $329 a month? To learn more, visit ganderrv.com today. Ultimate RV Show National Tour. What's up? It's Chris Young along with Tiffany from Us the Remingtons. Now, Tiff, you know all about giving things away.
We dabble in it a little bit, and it's been really amazing through this whole tour, partnering up with Good Sam and being able to do some give backs along the way. So actually, which is really exciting now that we're talking to Michael, we did do burnout baskets for nurses and medical professionals when we were in Chicago, and it was amazing to be able to kind of see their responses with that, because I know how incredibly hard they've been working throughout this year and even, beyond, but especially this year with a lot of things happening. So,
well, and if you follow our platforms on social media for Camping World and Gander RV and Outdoors, you've probably seen that we do give away a lot of RVs. We give away a lot of gift certificates, but we did a special program for the frontline workers during the, COVID-19 pandemic.
I literally loved it, and I caught onto it right away, and it makes me so happy that Camping World was, there to help in any way in the capacity that they can.
Right. So joining us right now is actually one of our recipients, Michael Palmer. Now, Mike, you're an ER nurse, and you were a frontline worker during COVID, right?
Woohoo!
I am, yes.
Congratulations. Yeah, thank you for that, and congratulations. You're also a big NASCAR fan, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
So my name is Michael Palmer. I live in Walled Lake, Michigan. I do work as an ER nurse, as you mentioned, and I have a 10-year-old son. Me and him are like best friends. We're huge NASCAR fans. Like, can't be any bigger than we are in NASCAR. We love all sports. And before we even got this RV, we always loved just being up north, going outdoors, everything like that. So,
who's your driver in NASCAR?
Well, it was Jimmy Johnson. Then he retired.
Right.
So,
Smoke.
Yeah. Right now, I'm kind of in between. I would say that as long as it's a good race, I'm good.
So what was your experience like winning an RV from Camping World? Can you tell us a little story of how you won?
Yeah, it was in the middle of the pandemic. It was probably like a month in. And I was going through Twitter one night, and I was seeing that, Mr. Lemonis was giving out RVs. And I was like, it's cool to come home after a long day and see that. And I laid down and I was like, I'm going to go to sleep because I got to be up for work, like 4:30 in the morning. And next thing I know, my phone just starts blowing up, and it's like lighting up, and I'm like, something's wrong. And so I go to my Twitter feed, and apparently he had sent out a tweet saying that I had won an RV, and I was like, what? Yeah. So needless to say, at night I was going to go to bed early and get some sleep, turned into about 2 hours of sleep.
I love it. I love it. Now, have you been in an RV before, like growing up? Is it something that you've been interested in? Give us a little bit of background on just your experiencing with RVing and just your outdoor lifestyle.
So being a NASCAR fan, when you go to the racetrack, I mean, camping is a huge part of the sport.
Oh, yeah. That infield's beautiful, man.
The infield is gorgeous. I mean, when you walk around, it's parties, it's barbecues, bonfires, just people having a good time. So I've stayed in RVs before in the infields. I've stayed in RVs, up north with some friends. But the thing that I always thought was the coolest was just being able to just one day take an RV to a NASCAR race, put it in the infield, and just having a blast with it, because those people know how to party and have a good time.
Yeah. Have you been to Talladega yet with your RV?
I have not, but that's on the top of my list. So
it's an experience, which kind of leads me to the next question. What experiences, you had mentioned your son, who's 10, mine's 12, loves camping.
Right.
What experiences do you hope to have now that you have an RV?
Well, right now we ended up, I kind of had a cottage when I was younger that was up north by Silver Lake Sand Dunes. And my dad and his brother sold it. And I was bitter about it because it was like my favorite place. But it just so happened that our first camping trip ended up being up there. And we loved it so much that we bought a seasonal plot at the campground. So now it's like a second home for us. So we can go up there as much as we want between May and October. Just get in the car and go. But that's great. But the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is just taking it to NASCAR races, hooking it up, and just driving to I got one scheduled in Michigan, pending that there's fans. 2020 was a little hard to get around with it with some of the restrictions, but where it's at now, we're real happy.
I love that so much. And I know we were talking off camera a little bit beforehand, and you mentioned that you upgraded. Tell us a little bit about that thought process, why you wanted to upgrade, what are some of the benefits of maybe kind of upgrading from one rig to the other? I
was thinking long term. My son's 10, so I'm thinking like he's going to want to start bringing friends up. You're right.
Yeah.
It's something that now that we're on a seasonal plot up by the Silver Lake Sand Dunes, I could see us doing this for years and years. So it was a time to do it. And the people at Camping World in Rossford, Ohio, they were just awesome with the whole experience. When we told them what we wanted to do, they were on board, and they jumped on and let us help you. Just amazing people.
So, Michael, what do you like best about RVing versus just having the cabin?
I like that there's not a lot of maintenance. Like, if you have a home, like a cottage, something's always breaking, or they're always putting something into it. It's like having like a second house. I mean, it is having a second house. So it's like two jobs, With an RV, it's there. You just pack a bag and you go up to it. You open the door, you throw your doormat out, and you just set up your like little area. It takes 10 minutes, and then you're there for the weekend or for how many days that you're going to stay.
Yeah, I can definitely echo to that. I mean, things realistically, they will. There's wear and tear in RVs and rigs, but
always.
It's a lot smaller and it's a lot more manageable and it's a lot less stressful. And again, the community is incredible. Everyone's always there to help one another, especially like if you're on a campground. So everyone's always like sticking their heads out. How can I help you? And all that stuff. I don't know if you've experienced that, in your RVing trips. Can you tell us a little bit about like the community and the people that you've met just in the RV lifestyle?
So the people in camping community, they're just exactly like how the NASCAR community is. Everybody is just friendly towards one another. There's always that camper's respect. You have trouble backing it in. Someone's like, let me help you. You have trouble, getting your jacks down. Someone's always paying attention to you, coming over. And then just the whole camper's etiquette, it's just fun. I mean, nobody's there to cause problems. Everyone's there to just help each other. And especially the campground I'm at, it's like just one big family. And we're part of a Facebook group. We keep in contact during the wintertime. I text to some of them, call each other, check up. And I'm looking forward to seeing them in less than 2 months. So it's just a great, great community of people.
When you first got that camper, what was the expression on your kid's face? Describe that for me.
Well, we were separated at the time because working in the ER, and then not at the time of having the unknowingness of everything. And so I had FaceTimed him, and he just was like, and he said to me, he goes, I told you, he goes, every time we went to a NASCAR race, he said, he goes, we'd have to sit in traffic to leave. And he goes, how great would it be one day to have an RV where we could just go back to the site and have a barbecue and a bonfire? And I was like, you see, little guy, I was like, that's what happens when you speak good words and you have. And so he was just amazed by it. And he's like, so we don't have to sit in traffic on the way home anymore at NASCAR races.
That's true manifestation there.
Yeah.
He knows it. And you said it. When people do good in this world, I feel like, at least in my belief, there's some way where the universe is able to kind of bring that back to you. Yeah. So,
and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to, at Camping World and at Gander RV and Outdoors, want to do that program for the frontline workers. We knew that 2020 wasn't exactly what we wanted it to be. And you burdened that weight of carrying through, not only for your family, but for all of us. I would not have been able to do it. Tiff can probably do it. I would not have been able to do it. So one of the reasons why we wanted to do it is because we understood, what you guys were going through, but we didn't understand what you guys were going through at the same time. So it was a chance for us to kind of give back to you. And during the whole process, did anything change for you at all for that frontline work?
I think it opened my eyes to a lot of things. I believe that in life, with the year 2020, is I always preached in life or told people that it's the small things that matter in life, And I think that with everything that happened through the country and the shutdowns and things like that, you really got to see that it was the small things that mattered, like going to the movies, going out to eat. We became so accustomed to that, and then it just stopped. And, you're kind of, you're at home and you're quarantined, you're not sure what to do. But I'd tell you the hardest thing was going to work sometimes and seeing the roads completely empty, completely bare, and knowing that you're the only one usually on the road. And it was a very surreal, eye-opening experience. And I can tell you that things like going out to eat, going to the movies, being able to, the grocery store is the biggest thing you could do. And being separated from the ones that you loved, especially working on the front line, just to keep them safe, it took a toll. But, the people that you did become close to are my coworkers, and we've created a bond like we've never had before. So.
Well, Michael, we salute everything that you've done. Congratulations on winning that RV. Thank you for what you've done. And before I let you go, I love asking this to anybody that just bought an RV. If you had one tip to give someone who does not have an RV yet but is looking into it, what tip would you give them?
If you're thinking about it, just do it. Just do it. That's my thing.
Bingo.
Like if it's on your mind, it's on your mind for a reason.
Yep.
And just do it. Don't second guess it. It's just go for it. I mean, you will learn it. It's something that becomes a hobby. It's something that you fall in love with and you'll have for the rest of your life. So just do it.
Michael, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you at some of those NASCAR races, man. We will definitely connect up. But thank you so much for following us. If you also would like to get in on some of this, we do winnings all the time. Be sure to follow us on all the platforms for social media for Camping World and Gander RV and Outdoors. Michael Palmer, congratulations. Thank you again. Thank you for joining us. And hey, man, go grab your kid and go have some fun camping.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for the blessing of this RV. It's been life-changing. Thank you.
That's beautiful, man. Thank you. Ultimate RV Show National Tour will continue next.
From sunup to sundown, we are designing your next big adventure, building your family vacation, delivering your memories that will last a lifetime. We know it's more than just an RV, which is why we are working around the clock to bring over 80,000 RVs fresh from the factory to our stores, to your driveway or campsite. Built by Americans for Americans and starting at less than $5 per day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World today.
Ultimate RV Show National Tour. What's up? It's Chris Young back with my friend Tiffany from Us, the Remingtons.
What's up?
We've been talking about if people follow us on social media, Camping World, Gander RV and Outdoors, we love to give back. We love to give away.
Yes.
And I mean, just like you guys do a lot of giving away and giving back as well.
I mean, that's one thing that I absolutely love about Camping World and Gander RV. They're just so thoughtful and very intentional.
We try to be.
Of their giveaways and just how they immerse themselves in the community. And I think that's so special. And quite often you don't see that in many companies. So I am a huge fan, obviously, and very, very grateful that I can, be a part of the family a little bit.
Well, and I talk about it a lot, especially when Ian and I get a chance to talk about the RVs.
Yeah.
We talk about how great our people are with our over 170 locations, and we have great winners as well. As a matter of fact, joining us right now, all the way from Massachusetts, William Pulkkinen. William, welcome to the Ultimate RV Show, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate that. It is a privilege to be here. I'm excited.
We're super excited, and thank you again for joining us. For those who don't know out there, can you give us a little bit of background on yourself?
So I'm originally from Massachusetts, like you said. I was 17, joined the Army. I've been in the Army ever since. I'm actually about to retire this summer.
Ooh.
Right on.
So
thank you for
I am
your
retiring
service.
right at 20 years. That was my goal. Been
Amazing.
stationed all over the U.S., met my wife in Texas, and now we have a boy and a girl who's 5 and 3, and here we are. We're actually living in Alabama now.
Oh, right
so
on.
I'm stationed at Fort Benning. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, but you're probably near Fort Benning. That's where I did jump school, oddly enough. So tell me, 20 years in, enlisted, commissioned, warrant?
I'm enlisted, Sergeant First Class. I'm actually doing an internship right now for John Deere. So I'm kind of on that program on the way out.
Oh, right on. What was your MOS, if you don't mind me asking?
19 kilo, M1 Armor Crewman.
Yes. So to kind of date myself, I was in Fort Hood, Texas, in the Army too. We were the first battalion to ever get the M1A2s. If you remember the Abrams with the IVA system, so that's old lady. I know about.
No,
hey,
I love learning about all this.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You guys won a really cool RV, except for one little fact.
What's that?
It was wrapped with Boston Red Sox colors.
Hey,
we're Cubbies fans.
But actually,
William.
I don't know if you can see.
She's wearing Red Sox socks.
There you go.
She's literally wearing Red Sox.
Okay, William, I came prepared.
Tell me about that experience. What was it like winning an RV and having it wrapped for you?
So I can tell you, I'm a huge baseball fan. You could see by the RV. But yeah, me and the wife were sitting in the living room, and I was on Twitter, to keep up with sports and Camping World, Marcus Lemonis, and found out he was doing giveaways. So I put our story on there, how we were going to retire this summer, and we've missed out on some family time over the years from training and deployments. Mm-hmm. So I just put it on there. I put a picture of me and my son, of course, on a tank. And my son loves tanks, so it was fitting. Next thing you know, I get a notification from Marcus Lemonis that says, I hope you enjoy this RV for the next 20 years. And it was part of the MLB All-Star giveaway.
Oh, I love that so much.
I was a Red Sox fan, of course. And when I got it, I told the wife, I said, I think I just won an RV. He immediately said,
not your everyday
lying.
Conversation.
Right. She said, you're lying. And I showed her, and she's like, I don't believe that one bit. And Camping World sent the direct message, to confirm the win-in, and unreal. I mean, the RV looks amazing. I thought it was going to be just maybe a Red Sox logo or something. It has Fenway Park on there, the city skyline. It's unbelievable.
Are your friends jealous of that? Your Red Sox friends?
They are, and a lot of my family at home, they want me to bring it up there to camp out, and it is definitely a unique RV.
So I take it you're going to take it to a baseball game once everything kind of gets kicked back up.
Mm-hmm.
That is our goal, right? And I'll be retired by then and be able to travel a little more. So that is do a little tailgating with it. Yes, sir.
I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I don't love the Red Sox thing, but I love it.
It's you can't deny the wrap on it, though. It is so cool. Speaking of traveling a little bit, I know that you've kind of just been stationed in different areas and you've done traveling yourself. How has this RV kind of changed the lifestyle for you and also your family?
Right. So one of the biggest advantages, and I know families will be the first one to mention it, we have a 5 and 3-year-old, so traveling with the RV has made life so much more simple. Mm-hmm. We don't have to worry about bringing luggage upstairs at hotels or paying for hotels. So we save money on that aspect, but it's also nice to sit there. A couple months ago, we came home on a Friday after work and said, let's just pack the RV and go camping for the weekend. So it gets the kids back outside, family time. I have nothing bad to say about it. It just allows us so much more freedom than depending on hotel availability, cabins, things like that. You can hitch it up to the truck and go anywhere you want.
That's beautiful. What trips do you plan, and which ones do you hope to have here in the near future? What's the ones you're most excited about?
So in June, when I am actually final out of the Army and I am done, we are going to Panama City Beach for a week.
Woo!
Right. And then our goal, our big trip that we want to plan is next year to bring the kids to Disney World at their RV park.
Yes.
So that's just on the horizon. We do want to travel across the country a little bit, but Disney right now is our main focus.
Let me tell you, that is a fun trip to do. Have you guys been down there yet?
We have been to, I always get them mixed up. Disneyland is in the
San
West
Diego,
Coast.
yeah.
And then Disney World.
Orlando.
I went there when I was really, really young, probably like 8 years old. We weren't fancy. We should have gotten an RV. We were just in our caravan. That's the only time I've been down there. Disneyland, I've been once, even despite living out in the West Coast. But I will be tailgating and holding onto your tailgates. We'll come with the kids too. We'll say, hey, what's up?
Have you ever tailgated in an RV or near an RV before at any professional sports game?
I have not. The closest I've been when I was stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Seattle, or near Seattle, I should say. They do have parking lots up there with trailers and all that, but I have not personally had the privilege to do it, but I promise you I will.
Let me tell you, that is some of the most fun.
It's so fun.
It's so much fun because you got your house right there.
Yeah.
And you nailed it on the head. With your RV, you get to travel with the safety and security of, your own home. And what did the family do? How was their reaction when they found out you actually did win that RV?
Like I said, my wife was shocked. But once we got the message and all that, we started doing our research, and my kids, we showed them the pictures, and they were most excited for the bunks in the 17B, of course.
Yep.
My daughter Reagan claimed the top bunk right away. So the kids were ecstatic. They still love it to this day. When it's in the driveway, they still go sit out in it just because they love it.
Now, is Reagan the older one or the younger one?
She is, yes.
She's the older one?
Right.
Yeah, they always do that.
She knows.
Once the younger one gets a couple more years, they'll start fighting for that top bunk, man. It's a beautiful experience.
I'm so excited for you guys to hit the road this coming summer. It's going to be so much fun. And like you've already said, and you've experienced, it's such a beautiful bonding between, the family and also the kids. It's a great way for them to get outside. It's a great way for them to learn. I always talk about kinesthetic learning, touching, feeling, exploring, really expanding their curiosity and all that stuff. So I'm really, really, really excited for you guys to be able to experience that in a larger capacity. I mean, outside of Disney World, where else? I heard that you wanted to go west. What is kind of like the dream mapping route that you would take the family?
I think for our family, and given the RV with the Red Sox wrap, we'd make our way.
Chris is ready to fall.
Along Texas, California, and to see some of those teams that the Red Sox play.
William,
it's kind of.
You got to say it. Go ahead and say it. The dream RV trip would be the Red Sox at the World Series and taking the RV to the World Series.
That is true. And that would probably be the focal point of the tailgate, is that RV.
Yes, it was. So I know you guys just got it not that long ago. Tell me a little bit about the first experience in the RV, and then if you have any tips for somebody who maybe is a first-time RVer, what would you tell them?
Right. So the first experience, we actually went to Jellystone Campground here in Georgia because it was close to home.
Yeah.
A fantastic campground, tons of stuff for the kids.
Yep.
But that was my point and my focus, is to learn the RV that weekend. We did tons of research from the time we went in July until we got in October. I YouTubed it. I know Camping World has the YouTube channel. We looked everywhere. So we were pretty prepared as far as equipment and things like that. But I would say if you're looking into the RV community, do your research so you know exactly what your family needs and you don't stretch yourself out.
Yep.
There was recommendations from folks, especially at Camping World and Macon, Georgia, that just helped tremendously, because you start to think, I need this or that. And they say you don't need that for this trailer.
Right.
So it's kind of reach out for what you don't need, if that makes sense.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's a really great point to kind of underscore is coming in, if you're going to a Camping World, coming in with a set list of questions, your idealistic things that you need, things that you want, and like almost prioritize them, because there is so many different models and makes out here, and there definitely is one that fits for each individual and each family. So
absolutely,
having that list, like you said, is very important.
Yeah, doing the research, the whole nine. And you know what, William, thank you so much for not only joining us for this call here at the Ultimate RV Show National Tour. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate everything that you've done, man. Enjoy retirement. I know that's just the beginning of the next career, but I look forward to hopefully seeing you at some games. I'll be the guy in the Cubs get up yelling at you and your Bo Sox camper.
Well, you know what my RV looks like, so come on over.
We will share a cold one right there at yours, man. Cheers to you.
Sounds good to me.
William, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, William.
And we'll be right back with more as the Ultimate RV Show National Tour continues.
You want to do new things outside, and sometimes it's about that change of scenery. Just fulfilling that love for the outdoors that I have.
The best things happen outdoors, and they start at Gander RV and Outdoors. Did you know that you can get a motorhome that sleeps 6 for only $329 a month? To learn more, visit ganderrv.com today.
Yes, people actually win, and we just saw the winner's corner, Tiffany. Wasn't that great?
You were so good. It literally,
so amazing.
we had people's eyes tears up, and my eyes were going as well.
Yeah, we were sitting off to the side of the stage watching you and Chris talking to these amazing individuals who certainly deserve to win, and so do you. If you haven't registered yet, I'm telling you, we have one more day for you to win big for our ultimate giveaways. And how do they do that?
You have to text URVS to 46642 or comment below. You guys, we are giving away a motorhome. Let's say it together, motorhome tomorrow.
That's going to be tomorrow, a motorhome. But right now, we're giving away a UT 250.
Woo-hoo!
And we have a big winner.
Real fun. Yeah, all right. You ready for this?
Yes.
I feel like we really need to sell this.
All right, let's go.
Clap our hands. I cannot read your handwriting.
That would be Dr. Sean's handwriting.
Mark? Is that a Mark?
That's a Mark.
Mark
Daniels.
Mark Daniels! Congratulations! We did that on purpose because you guys know we love dramaticness up here.
It's always like this. It's been like this for 10 weeks if you've been following, and over 18 million of you have. Listen, I'm Sean Parr. This is Tiffany from Us the Remingtons. These are the Jergies. You've been following our journey all this time. And you know what's happening tomorrow, guys? It's the first ever Ultimate RV Show Olympics.
I've been
guys,
praying all night. I was doing push-ups.
I know, which is why we need to do a call out to all 17 million of you people to pray and just keep the Remingtons in your thoughts and everything tonight because we need it. We need it.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be an exciting finale of our final day of week number 10, and this, the Ultimate Concert, the Ultimate RV Show National Tour. Concerts, fireworks, extravaganza. We're looking forward to more giveaways. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning starting at 11 a.m. sharp. Thank you to our amazing crew, and thank you to all of you who have made this what it is today. A tremendous, one-of-a-kind success. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.